Shameless plug, only because it's awesome. We'll just hold this when we come back up here on the live stage at the Triple Crown SlumpBuster. Thad Anderson with Jenny Peters from what's called The Mat. Now, let's break that down a little bit. The Mat, it's M-A-T-T. It's 2 T's because that is short for mattress. The Mat is in an old mattress factory, so we'll talk more about that. But this is The Mat in Omaha Baseball Village. Jenny, thanks for coming by.
Thank you
and
for
some time today.
Brad. I appreciate it.
This is your harvest season.
It is.
I'm sure you're busy,
certainly.
So thank you for taking a few minutes.
Absolutely.
Tell us just real kind of high level for fans. You know, fans spend our youth baseball players and families spend a lot of time here at Council Bluffs. They also the other very popular location is around TD Ameritrade Ballpark.
Right.
So tell us what they should be looking for, what they should expect down with Omaha Baseball Village.
Okay. Well, first of all, welcome to all the players, SlumpBuster fans in attendance. We love having you here. Omaha is so happy to have you here. Omaha Baseball Village is basically a city block of activities and vendors and everything that you could want to keep you busy when you're not either playing on your own field or watching a College World Series game. So we work with a lot of the same vendors that are set up here. We have tons of free interactive events for kids. We have a full swing batting cage. We've got 2 or 3 other hitting experiences, throwing. We have a mini race car event this year, which is new, a little off the cuff, not baseball. You got to mix it up. And again, food, great food. But again, we are literally steps away from the stadium. So.
And are you a baseball gal at heart?
I am a baseball gal at heart, and I have lots of baseball players in my house. So.
Okay, yeah, you kind of, you can tell this is probably not just some job you grabbed on the side.
Labor of love. It's a great time.
The Mat Bar and Grill that's a year-round operation.
Right.
People can, anytime they're in Omaha, can come by and grab some food and drink there. And then you expand out onto the street and become part of the party. And you're just off of the right field corner of TD Ameritrade, is that correct?
Absolutely.
Just straight down the right field line.
Right.
If I hit a long foul ball, it'd just be down there.
It could fall right into our property.
I understand you've got from Triple Crown SlumpBuster, you've got a couple of giant bats, a little photo staging opportunity there too. You've partnered with Triple Crown on that.
We do. We love partnering with Triple Crown. We want to welcome all the SlumpBuster kids and their teams, especially teams. We want team photos. If we come back to Omaha Baseball Village, take a team photo, we will post that on Twitter. We'll enter you into a drawing. Basically, it'll be social media driven, and we have $250 gift cards. We have pizza parties. We have all kind of things that we're giving away. But the photo opportunity that you're talking about with the cross bats, it's got TD Ameritrade in the background. We have a stenciled logo. It's probably going to be LSU on the stage. It's probably the best photo spot in Omaha.
Probably going to be LSU. Why is that?
Well, I think the guys that are painting it, that's their favorite. So. Not saying it's anyone else's. We've got to be fair to all 8 teams. We love them all.
Yeah, and also the fan support. Even in years that LSU is not in the College World Series, if you walk around tailgates, you see LSU flags. They're not even here playing sometimes.
Right.
It doesn't happen that often. They're here a lot.
Right.
But so LSU is probably a smart pick to put on the ground there because it's a huge number of people. Do you have a pony? Do you have a favorite? I
like LSU. I like their people. The TCU fans are fun. I love the people from the South bring a different flavor. I think they're so fun and energetic. I'd probably be rooting for LSU just because they haven't performed the last few times they've gotten here. So right. I think everybody wants to see a good win by the Tigers. But I'm a Carolina Gamecocks girl at heart, so I got to give a plug for them, even though they didn't make it.
Yeah. What were they, back-to-back 2012-13?
10-11. They closed at Rosenblatt and started up. So it was a pretty significant back-to-back if you had to do it right. So.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Well, and then we have another back-to-back winner who's back in it, and the number 1 national seed, Oregon State. They won in 06 and 07, and they're back fully loaded, pitching staff through the roof. This is a really good College World Series. You live here.
Right.
And so you hear a lot of the buzz. Before we all roll into town, you probably get that front end of the buzz. I would think that Omaha and the College World Series hosting committee has to be thrilled with the field this year because it's fan-packed. It's history, storied programs. It's a pretty good one.
Good solid teams, good solid fan bases. It's fun to see a Cinderella, but we've had one every single year. So it's nice to see a strong showing. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to say who's going to win. There's not really a favorite. I mean, there's, I think OSU, I think a lot of people are watching the Beavers for sure. So
Cinderella like last year?
That was crazy.
Coastal Carolina.
I don't think we've ever stretched the College World Series out so long before.
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't. It was like the games, and we'll play tomorrow. We're going to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, but
Good
it was
for
a
you.
cool win.
Yeah.
It was a cool win, But I know that they were lacking merchandise, and when they won, they sold out of everything. The vendors, I will say, they really watch this. I mean, it's amazing to watch from the backside of this with these big vendors that travel the country doing this. When a team is delayed in winning, how they have to place those shirt and hat orders, it's insane. And then the shipments just start rolling in, all that gear. But they're really happy with all these
so
teams.
So that tells us there's some bandwagon jumping going on here in town. People needing a quick purchase to support whoever's on top.
I would say.
It's part of the fun, right?
Right.
Do you have, and we didn't talk about this, so if you don't have a good answer, then we'll just act like I didn't ask this question. But in the years you've been running the Baseball Village, do you have a couple of memories that really stand out of things that have happened there or experiences, people you've met? I mean, I imagine you just run across every day. You run across of all kinds of dynamic experiences.
For sure. I'm really lucky in that what I do, once we're up and running, we're almost there, I do get to visit a lot with the fans. I do all the on-stage prizes, a lot of the promos, on the mic, and I get to meet a lot of families and kids. One of my favorite memories, so we do a lot of things people don't know about. We open our ceremony with the Flying Flags for Charity night, which we donate all of our corporate tent space to 8 local nonprofits. Each of them is given a chance to speak on the stage, tell their mission, have some kids come up and talk about, why being a heart hero that gave them courage to fight through heart disease, things like that. And then we tell them which team they're cheering for, and we bought the original Rosenblatt flagpoles, so then their flag will go up. So we do that for the 8 teams.
Nice.
And then that's one, favorite memory of mine is just being able to make a difference in the community. And we see a lot of the SlumpBuster fans are there at that, which is great because it's open to the public. The other thing is we have Hero Day. And one thing that stands out last year for me that was so amazing, and it was one of these teams. We choose usually 3 children with terminal illness, and we just take them around and just do whatever their heart desires that day. And we had a little boy with a brain tumor. He was in a wagon. And a team came up and from the south, and they said, "Ma'am, can you tell me what's wrong with him?" And I said, "Sure." I told him his name and said, he's fighting cancer pretty hard, and they just could tell. And he just said, he looked right at him and he goes, "Buddy, I'm hitting a home run for you." And that whole team rallied in and they said, "We're all hitting home runs for Rolando." And I'm getting all chills and getting teary-eyed, and they took group pictures. And I think we actually have that posted for one of our big ads this year. That makes me so proud to work with this tournament. It was amazing.
Yeah, I brought, I think 3 different years, I brought a team that I coached through here from Colorado, and it's interesting how the moments you don't plan, the moments you don't anticipate, you set up your itinerary, and then we're going to go to this thing, and we're going to do this, and I think from a planner's perspective, you're thinking, well, that might be the thing, or that might, and then things like that happen where,
right.
And that's one of the beauties of this. It's such a crossroads gathering. There are over 35 states represented on the Triple Crown brackets here, so we've got
amazing.
2/3 of the country, hanging out here, and it's those little things I think that people walk away, those impromptu moments when baseball connects people in different ways.
Right. It's beautiful. And you know what? Our vendors are tremendous. I'm going to tell people right now, that's one of the things we did. So we brought down some prizes to give out and stuff. So like we've got Baseballism, Routine Baseball, all those lifestyle brands that are so hot right now. It's what the players wear when they're off the field, clever sayings. Everyone that we work with, from Rawlings to Adidas to Shields and Oakley, I mean, you name it, we've got Bonet. Half the guys here I probably know who's in their tent. They are outstanding at giving back too. They donate a ton of prizes. We throw balls off the stage. Did I lose connection? And the kids, they get whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. They love it. They love it because they're happy to see kids in their gear. They're walking billboards for them, basically.
Yeah.
So
Omaha Baseball Village at the mat right by TD Ameritrade down the right field line, out past home run range, past the foul pole on right field side. Tell us, just so people, if they're planning their day out, when do you actually open up operation?
We open up every day at 11.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes 10. Opening weekends.
It is Friday your first day of, yeah. Okay.
Friday, open every day. And again, people don't realize too, we have an indoor facility.
Yeah.
But again, we open every day at 11. We go to 21 and over. Usually night music, things like that.
Did I see that the new kids on the block were just at your place a couple days ago?
Yep.
They're more like they're kind of the old kids on the block now, right? Okay, so you all have music going and great.
It's all based on College World Series baseball,
Yeah,
as it should be.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's respect for the game.
Good. Anything else we haven't talked about with the mat that you want to make sure we all know about?
You know, I tell people come down because we have all of Omaha's best local food vendors on our property for sure. But I think people underestimate how many free activities we have for kids. It's a great place for coach to bring a team, let them scoot, just go do their thing. For parents to come down with their kids. I mean, it's a very safe, I'm a mom, so we design this the way that a mother would, where you feel like your kids are safe. And again, we're twice a day, sometimes 4 times a day, we're giving away prizes. So that always makes for a good experience.
Yeah. Jenny Peters is with the Mat in Omaha Baseball Village. Thanks for the time. Have fun.
Hey, thanks, Dad. It was
good
a great time.
luck with the College World Series.
Thank you. You too.